flowers. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Beautiful flowers all the time. Got so much love for giving flowers.
Yeah, he's not well. So
Okay.
resting.
Not definitely, she must take a rest. It's important. This time she takes rest, she'll be all good time. So, okay, so let's begin with the Gaurati. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Welcome, welcome. Hare Krishna, please. Hare Krishna, Vilasuru. We're on the right time. We're just about to begin. Sanvi. Hare Krishna, Sanvi. So we're going to sing Gaur Aarti, so everybody can pull up that and then we'll begin. And maybe, Sriram, if you could send that link into the group, yeah, so everybody can just pick it up from there. Let's get started. We're starting. Let's wait for Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. This is a beautiful flower, the purple flowers. These purple flowers are beautiful. They're very beautiful. Yeah, they're so beautiful. They look so amazing, you know. Okay, let's do the Aarti. Kiba Jayo, Jayo, Gaura Chande, Aarti ko Shobha. Shiva Jayo, Jayo, Gaura Chande, Aarti ko Shobha. Jhanavi Kata Bhari Jagamana Lobha Jhanavi Kata Jagamana Lobha Vibhakhi Nidaicha Preme Pame Gadadha Vibhakhi Nidaicha Pame Gadadha Ekate Advaita Shri Vata Chattakara Ekate Advaita Shri Vata Chattakara Kipa Poshi Ate Gaurasha Ratha Simhasari Ratha Simhasari Arati Purera Agi Devagari Arati Purera Adi Devagari Divanara Hari Adi Puri Jamara Julai Adi Puri Jamara Julai Sanjaya Oshadivaya Viva Shankar Baje Ganta Baje Baje Kartara Viva Shankar Ganta Baje Baje Kartara Madhura Mridanga Baje Paramarasala Kanta Bade Kanta Bade Madhur 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 Bade Chandramade, Chandramade, Madhur, 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 Made. Madhur, 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 Made. Madhur, 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 Made. Kiva Bahu Koti Chandra Jeni Vadana Udvala Chandra Jeni Vadana Udvala Deshe Bhava Ore Jalamala Jese Shiva Shiva Shukadharada Preme Gada Gada Shiva Preme Gada Gada Devi Moha Gaurara Sampada Gaurange Radhati Shobha Jaga Jana Mana Lobha Gaurange Radhati Shobha Jaga Jana Mana Lobha Jaga Jana Mana Lobha Jaga Jana Mana Lobha Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jai Jagannath Sudha, 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 Jaya Gopal Ji, Jaya Gopal Ji, Gopal Ji, Jaya Gopal Ji. Jai Radha Madhav, Radha Madhav, Radha Madhav, Shri Radhe. Jai Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jai Radha Golkananda, Radha Golkananda Radhe. Jai Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radha Vrindavan Chandra Radhe. Bharunandini Kriya Krishna, Bharunandini Kriya Krishna, Bharunandini Kriya Krishna, Bharunandini Kriya Krishna, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya 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 Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gaura Hari Bo. हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, dear devotees, for giving your valuable association. So grateful to all of you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
And Maitri.
Oh, very nice. Very nice name.
Amit Prabhuji, we used to be Amit Prabhuji's neighbors.
Oh, okay.
Ishwari Mataji and Amit Prabhuji.
At Danburi.
Danburi.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll begin today's discussion. So we'll continue study from Srimad Bhagavatam that we are studying. Yes, so today we'll conclude the chapter of welcoming Lord Shri Krishna in Dwarka. So let's begin with the Mangalachar. Om Jnanadmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachyatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So welcome all of you once again. Thank you for coming. Those who have come for the first time, so we are very grateful to all of you that you have joined us today. So thank you so much. So we are going to study from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 11, Krishna entering the Dwarka. So previously we saw the farewell of Krishna, where he leaves from Hastinapur. And we have been studying the welcoming of Lord Shri Krishna in Dwarka. And today we'll conclude the chapter. Krishna will be there. And then next week we'll start a new chapter. So before we begin, so all the discussion that we are going to do from this today is all from the scripture that is translated by Srila Prabhupada, the commentary by Acharyas. So there is nothing from my side which I'm contributing here. I'm just repeating the words of the Acharyas. So if there's any good thing that you may hear, it is all because of the Acharyas' commentary and their efforts. And if there is any flaw in what I discussed, it will be solely mine. So please forgive me and please bless me so that we all can discuss, which will increase our heart to read Srimad Bhagavatam more and more. Nityam Bhagavatam Sevaya. And I would like to pray my gratitude to all the devotees who I listen to and take inspiration from them. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Hare Krishna. So we stopped at verse number 35 last time, right? We start from verse number 36. So there are 4 verses which we need to cover today, and we'll cover in detail so we understand the things there, because this is important to know. So it was described last time we saw that Lord has arrived and he is meeting various, he met the citizens first by walking through the street. The big procession was carried out. We saw how beautifully Lord Krishna was welcomed by, he is having nice white umbrella. He is wearing yellow garment, beautiful garland. So anybody remembers what we discussed about Krishna's welcoming? What is garland like? Rainbow, very nice, very nice. What about the pitambar, the yellow dhoti that he's wearing? Sun. Okay. What about the umbrella on his head? What about the flowers which are falling on him? Very nice. And what else? What is the rain cloud? Yeah, Krishna's body. Krishna's body is a rain-filled cloud. And what is lightning? Movement, yeah, hand fan, movement of chama. Very nice. Thank you. Okay, so we have this. Very nice. Okay. And what are the 7 mothers? We also studied that, did we not? Okay, what are the 7 mothers? Okay. Our mother, cow mata, Prithvi mata, then the 3. There are 4 more. Nurse, yes, nurse. Guru's wife, king's wife, and Brahmana's wife. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you for remembering. I'm glad you all are meditating, so which is good. Srila Prabhupada will be very pleased when the devotees are able to respond to this. Prabhupada gets pleased because he has written this. It's not me. I'm just repeating his words. He's written. He sees that, oh, there are sincere devotees somewhere. They are meditating on this. So very nice. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll verse number 36. So here it is described that Lord had thousands of wives, right? It is mentioned that his senses are not agitated. If in this material world, if we see some opposite gender, beautiful opposite, immediately our senses are agitated. I mean, we get disturbed. We have to bring it back. Oh, no, this is what I'm doing. And if we are not thinking about them, definitely our mind will just take away and we'll start thinking, dreaming. So many things happen in our mind. Mind gets polluted in a moment like this, isn't it? That happens. But here it is mentioned that the Lord's senses were never agitated. Krishna is Atmaram. He is also Rishikesh. Right? He's the one who's controlled all the senses. And so, though the queens were very beautiful, beautiful than the most beautiful apsaras in the heaven, they were so beautiful. But they were not agitated. Krishna was not agitated by them. So let's read this wonderful verse and then we deep dive into this. Uttama bhava Uttana bhava pishuna malaval guhasa Bridavaloka nihato madano piyasa Sammoya chapamajahata paramadota sattamasta Yasendriyam vimatitum kuhakairna shekuhu.
Yasendriyam vimanitum kuhakairnasiko.
Okay, translation. Who is reading? Read? Yeah, go ahead.
Although the queen's beautiful smiles and Puritan glances were all spotless and exciting, and although they could conquer Cupid himself by making him give up his bow in frustration, and although even the tolerant Shiva could fall victim to them, still, despite their magical feats and attractions, they could not agitate the senses of the Lord.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So they could not, attract the Lord by their beauty. Then how did they attract? How the Lord did they attract it? Bhakti. Okay, but what kind of bhakti?
Devotional service.
Yes, devotional service. The various levels of devotional service. Unmotivated, unadulterated, uninterrupted. That kind of bhakti attracts Krishna. It's not necessary that our opulence will attract Krishna. No, he's having everything. Why would he? It's like, who's the richest person here? Elon Musk. Yeah, if you give him $100, will he be happy? All he has it. I don't need that. He's earning every minute. He's earning millions of dollars. So $100 is nothing for him. So similarly, if Krishna, why would he feel happy if somebody? But if somebody gives with love to Krishna, Krishna is extremely pleased. And we have seen so many examples in Bhagavatam, Ramayana, everywhere. We can see that the Lord gets pleased as soon as someone gives him with lot of love and devotion. Lot of love and devotion. So here, and also we read earlier, we discussed that, how our Sanatana Dharma forbids the free mixing of different genders. It's not freely allowed. There's a restriction. That's why if you go in temple, we have Mataji sitting on side, we have Prabhu sitting on one side. It's very nice arrangement Prabhupada had arranged from that time itself. So all the translation purport by our beloved Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Purport. The path of salvation or the path going back to Godhead always forbids the association of woman and the complete Sanatana Dharma or Varnashram Dharma scheme forbids or restrict association with opposite gender. It is there everywhere, especially in Sanatana Dharma. And therefore we saw in the previous verses where when the queens, they did not go and embrace Krishna immediately. There is a restriction. You cannot just go. But today's world, if you go, what happened? People come to the airport and rails and everybody, oh, okay. And this looks like, oh my God, we are showing so much love and all that. But that is not love. Because the moment they do something, and the moment they're sitting in car, you forgot, oh, I told you to bring this here. Immediately, there is a fight taking place. So where is that affection went? It just went down the drain immediately. Next moment it's gone. So it's not there. It's all material. We all have experienced this, isn't it? I have experienced. So I'm sure everybody would have done it. That we are happy, lugging, and suddenly next moment we are like completely a 360-degree change. So that is mundane love. Where is that? That's not love. It is definitely not love. But here it is not like that. The queens are, though they are not expressing their love physically, but in the heart, they're feeling so much joy and love for Krishna. So much love and joy for Krishna. Right? And they just keep seeing Krishna. And we saw that how the tears are flowing from their eyes. Right? It's like that. So very beautiful. Then further Prabhupada writes that many times people feel that, oh, Krishna had so many wives, so then, how is he, how is he Krishna? How can he be like that? So Prabhupada answers this, and there's an answer coming up in the next verses that we read. So I'll just read that part where Prabhupada says, and to answer such questions, the sages of Naimisharanya have discussed the transcendental character of the Lord in this and in following verses. It will come there. It is clear herein that the feminine attractive feature which can conquer Cupid or even the supermost tolerant Lord Shiva, could not conquer the senses of Lord. What is the Cupid's business? Is to invoke attraction. That's what Cupid does, nothing else. That is the business. So moment you send the arrow and finish, you're gone. And whole world is just after that. Whole world, everything, either you do whatever we do, eventually people end up doing those activities, and which is forbidden in our Sanatana Dharma. And then further Prabhupada writes that those who are therefore on the path of salvation for going back home, back to God, are especially advised by all scripture instructions to become free from such paraphernalia or material attraction. We have to become free. And how can you become free? We cannot become free just like that. We have to engage our senses in something else. We have to divert our senses to something else, something better, something which is permanent. And there our senses would be fixed up. Otherwise it is not. We all experience it every day. But the only way to control is to engage our senses in the service of the Rishikesha. And that is possible only by the association of the devotees of the Lord, who are called Mahatmas. So only if we take shelter of Mahatma, if we go, like in our Guru's Parampara, if you look at them, they're so sober, if you see the way they behave, they talk, the way they exhibit themselves in public and private places, is amazing. So if we get association of such devotees, then our life can become successful. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Very difficult. Like, it is also mentioned when, so for example, as senior devotee or advanced Vaishnava comes, we should try to be sitting close to them, not like far away sitting in corner and all that. That means we should go early. That's one. Second thing, because they say, I was listening to one lecture, he says that when they are sitting around, they are parmanu, or they speak, they're all moving around. So that will fall on you. And then it purifies all of us. Their glance falls on us, and that will purify. So that is what we should do. Shelter of Mahatma is very important, because then only by their mercy only we can begin our bhakti. But beginning of bhakti means somebody has blessed us. Some sukruti we did, we got blessings, and our bhakti started. Bhakti cannot begin unless we have that connection. It's not possible. Therefore, we see so many people in Atlanta, but we have a handful of devotees here, and maybe few Bhakti Vishas which are running parallel there maybe. But they are in hundreds. But there are a million people here, more than a million people in Atlanta. What are they doing? Right? And it's not that this knowledge is not known. This is known to many of them. Right? We have so many people who knows it, but not everybody got the opportunity to take this. Why? Because the Mahatma has not blessed yet. Someday it will happen. And Krishna is so beautiful that here further Prabhupada writes that such was the beauty and attraction of the queen of Lord Krishna, yet they could not disturb the transcendental senses of the Lord. That is because the Lord is all perfect, Atmaram, or all sufficient. So Krishna is all sufficient. He has got everything that he needs. He doesn't need anything. Then the question may come, then why we have to offer Krishna? If he has everything, then why you have to offer Bhoga? Why you have to offer him anything? Right? If somebody has, yes.
To purify?
Yes, to purify. Exactly. Very nice. To purify those things that you are offering. See, I was listening to one lecture, and very good, Bera. This is very nice answer. This is a perfect answer. See, that once we have DT and home, whatever you bring, new cloth, new gadget, new, gift somebody gives, or food that we bring, everything must be offered to him. What happens after we offer? It purifies and becomes prasad. It's very beautiful, very powerful. So therefore, offering must be done. Like if you start eating food, what happens? It's a normal food. It's not prasad. But as soon as you offer, become prasad. That's why we should offer this. If you add devotion in music, what happens? That becomes kirtan. If you add devotion in food, become prasad. Like that, purification happens. Purification happens. I'll tell you, before I coming into Krishna consciousness, we have a friend in India. So when they will have birthday for the child, the son, a lot of gifts will come. Obviously, people will come and give gift and all that. He will never allow his son to open the gift. The child is immediately excited. I want to see him. He said, "No, you're not opening." Then all the gifts will be put in front of the deity at his home, or a small altar, whatever he put it. Next day morning only he can open. And that boy was like, and we were also thinking, what is this? How shameless this father is, how cruel, not shameless, how cruel this father is. He's not allowing. And now we understand, that no, he was right. Right? We know that story of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, right? He wanted to eat. As soon as the nice mangoes came, Bhakti Vinod Thakur brought, he said, I want to eat, immediately ate it. And his father said, how can you even desire before it being offered? And he gave up eating mangoes. Since then, whole life he did not eat. One desire, he did not even eat. He just had a desire to eat mango before it was offered. And he was just a child. Still, he gave that up for the whole life. And his anniversary just, the appearance day went just a few days ago. So, this is what it is. So, we have to give everything to the Lordship. That becomes purified. And then we can consume that. Otherwise, this world is, the Maya is attacking us from everywhere. If we do not add this, purification in anything that we do, anything material it may be, we should immediately come and offer it to the Lord. We may be in a hurry, we want it now, all those, but those are the temptations that we should stop. See, I'll tell you one story. When I was doing some courses in ISKCON Chowpatty Temple, one Mataji came from RSS, and she was giving a lecture, and she was telling that how her upbringing was. So she was mentioning that, when she was young, she wanted to go out with her friends to watch a movie. And it was a normal family movie, so she could go absolutely. His grandfather said, no, you're not going. Because new movie has come, they want to go right away. His father said, no, you're not going. He said, why? No, you're not going, no reasons. Then movie will obviously run. In India, movie runs for months, sometimes years also. So after a few weeks, he said, okay, now you can go and watch. So the child just didn't understand that why. Earlier he said no. No means it may not be appropriate. Correct? That's what we think. And then after a few weeks, he said, now you can go. So she was like, then when she grew older, she understood that why his grandfather was saying no at that time. Because to snub our intuition that, immediately I want to do this now. No, we have to think about it. So he was teaching that you should not do anything impromptu. I like it. I want to do it now. I want to enjoy. No. So that way the child gets understanding that if I want something, it doesn't mean it has to happen now. It means it can happen, but not now. It can happen after a week, 10 days, 1 month. So I will develop patience. I will develop tolerance towards those things. Because in life, there are so many things which will happen, we like it, but it will not come to us immediately. Then how our life will be? People feel frustrated because I wanted, I didn't get it. There's so many people out there. I was talking to one friend yesterday. We were working on some large contract, and he was, man, this is too much, too much. Well, I just want to win some lottery and retire. What will lottery? I don't know what will that do. What will you do after that? I wish I win lottery. I want to retire. It's not going to give you peace. People try to find peace in this world with these material things. Never get it. It's not going to work. Not going to work. So Krishna accepts all these things because he helps us purify, and also Krishna loves our reciprocation. So he likes it. Okay, he's giving me. No problem. I'll take it. Like we've seen examples earlier, we've discussed many times, right? A child takes money from the father and gives it to father only gift on his father's day or his birthday. And the father is much happier. Oh, but because of love. So that's what it is. Further, Prabhupada says that therefore the queens could not satisfy the Lord by their feminine attractiveness, but they satisfied him by the sincere affection and service. This is what it is. Our sincere affection and service towards Krishna will satisfy him, nothing else. It will not work. If you give a lot of big donation and all that, Lord will not be satisfied, because then if you are doing for prestige, oh, he has given, his name will come, then I want to put my name, big name plate will be given. Who built this? Oh, this person built it, he gave $1 million, something like that. Krishna won't be happy with that. But Krishna is happy if you give it love, whatever small amount. But if you have capacity, we should give enough, not just small amount. So only by unalloyed, transcendental loving service could they satisfy the Lord, and the Lord was pleased to treat them as wives in reciprocation. And these are not ordinary women, dear devotees. All the Dwarka queens, they have done tapasya for millions of years. Then they got Krishna as their husband. So they are not like just normal women. No, they are not like that. All those who played part in the Krishna Lila, either in Dwarka or in Vrindavan or in the Ram Lila or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Lila, all they are very, very powerful partial associates of the Lord. So they come. Why they come? We'll see. It'll come in the next subsequent verses, that why they come. It's very important why they come. Sometimes we feel, oh, Krishna is come in our form. He has got 2 legs, hands, everything like us. He's not Bhagavan. Maybe he's superhuman. That's what even Duryodhan thought, and we know what happened to him, right? So just like that. Yes, so his relation with his wives was transcendental, pure, and unconditioned by the modes of material nature. Krishna cannot be influenced by modes of material nature. It is not possible. How can somebody who created get entangled into those? For example, when what is that? Cobweb. What is that? Spider. Spider creates his own web, right? Have you ever seen spider getting entangled into that? Never. Never. In fact, it creates and it can even remove it. Have you seen the spider removing the cobweb by itself? It's like that. So Krishna, when he creates, obviously he will not get entangled into this material world. Well, it's his creation. So how can he be? Okay. So next verse. So this verse talks about that Krishna is completely unaffected by modes of material nature, but the conditioned soul, like us, we are also conditioned soul, and there are many other who speculate that Krishna is one of them. Oh, Krishna is like us only, because he took birth, he died, and he did whatever that normal people do. He did everything. He married, he had children. So what's big deal? There is no difference. So they think, people have doubt that Krishna is like us. So here in this verse, we will get to know. So let's recite this verse. Tam ayam manyate loko
Ramayam manyate loko
ayya sangam api sanginam
asapangam api samhidam
atmopamyena manujam
atmaupamyena manujam
vyapurvanam yato buddha.
vyapramvanam yato buddha.
Okay. Akshat, can you read translate now?
The common materialistic conditioned souls speculate that the Lord is one God. Are they hence the thing that the Lord is one matter, although he's unaffected. Right.
Hare Krishna. So he's unaffected, he is unattached. He's not attached to anything. Right? Like yesterday we were reading the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, and there we saw how the elder Brahmana was attached to his family, and because of that he lied. I never give this promise to marry him, my daughter, right? So because of attachment, but Krishna is not attached. Krishna is not attached like that. So, so in Bhagavad Gita, there is a beautiful word which comes in. What is that verse? Naham prakasha sarvasya
नाहं प्रकाश सर्वस्य
yogamaya samavritah
योगमायं समन्वितः
modoyam abhijanati
मूढोऽयं न विजानाति
loko mam ajam avyayam.
लोको मामजमव्ययम्
Okay. Kavish, can you read better?
I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent, for them I am covered by my eternal potencies, and therefore they do not know that I am unborn and infallible.
Hare Krishna. So, yes. So, in purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, the word abudha is significant here. Due to ignorance only, the foolish mundane wranglers. Wranglers means what? Those who do argument, false argument. You keep arguing. No, that. Right? So, they are called wranglers. Misunderstand the Supreme Lord and spread their foolish imaginations amongst innocent persons by propaganda. There are so many things where it happens like that. People send propaganda, and they even call themselves as Bhagwan. I'm Bhagwan. There are so many people who are there who does like this, and unfortunately, they fool the people who are also ignorant, and they come under their talks, and somehow they just become their associates. But that is not the case. The Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, is the original primeval personality of Godhead. And when he was personally present before the eyes of everyone, he displayed full-fledged divine potency in every field of activities. So in so many activities, Krishna displayed his full-fledged potencies, right? Some examples where Krishna displayed something that nobody could do, but he did.
Lifting.
Lifting more than okay. All right, what else? Yeah, killing so many demons. It's a small boy. How can he, somebody can kill so many? So, yes, ma'am.
Draupadi's
Yeah, he saved Draupadi. I mean, how can somebody think
Pita was there, but
nobody could save him and then save her, and then Krishna sent the big sari? Huh? Vasudev? Rasleela, yeah, how can he manifest at the same time and everybody is seeing, oh, this is only Krishna is only dancing with me. It's unbelievable. Right?
Just Virat form.
Yes, he showed Virat form to Arjun. He also showed that same form in the Kuru Sabha when he entered the Shanti Dut. Yes. Yeah.
He could talk when he was a baby.
Yeah, he could talk when he was a baby. Yeah, very nice. Obviously, nowadays, you see the babies, they cannot talk for at least 2 years. Or even they are speaking with only mother can understand. Everybody else is confused. What is the baby saying? And mother is, what is it saying? Please tell me. Sorry. Huh? Yeah, Krishna eating mud, showing the whole universe in his mouth. These are all potencies that he's displayed.
When in this chapter we see he manifests himself to 16,000.
Yes, 16,000. Yes. Can you imagine? If you have to become two, also becomes so difficult. Like some people do two jobs, right? One in East Coast, one is West Coast, and they get stressed out. It's too much. So it's like that. So Krishna is, yes. As we have already explained in the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, he is completely independent. What does independent mean? Swarat. He is independent means Swarat. He is independent. To act however he likes, but all his actions are full of bliss, knowledge, and eternity. Only the foolish mundaners misunderstand him, unaware of his eternal form of knowledge and bliss, which is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita and Upanishad. So, in who do not understand, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Avajananti mama mudha
Vajanti mahamudana
manushim tanumashritam
manushim tanuvashritam
param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. So, okay, we'll read this. Who's going to read? Yes, Baba, can you read?
Those deriving one is set in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as a supreme Lord, balls at me.
Hare Krishna. So Krishna confirms this. He tells that fools will never understand me. Fools will never understand who's Krishna and who's Ram and all that. They will not. Even if recently we had a glorious Ram temple opening in India, so many people just said, "Oh, what is this? He never existed." Even now they talk like that. So Krishna confirms. So there are people who are foolish, who will never understand this, and they will continue to exist because, and therefore Brahmaji has made 8.4 million species, so they can keep taking birth and keep going through a cycle, right? So it's like that. Further, Prabhupada writes, such a man cannot be convinced that the personality of Godhead is always unaffected by the modes of material nature. He cannot understand that the sun is always unaffected by infectious matter. So one cannot understand the personality of Godhead. So what is the offense that we read in, before we chant, we read one offense which is applicable here. Which one it really? Yes, the ninth offense is a foolish person who does not believe. So we tell them once, twice, that's it, we should stop beyond that. Not try to convince them because there's no point. It will only create enmity. Rather than, okay, just pray for them, show compassion. Oh, it's so unfortunate. Compassion, pray to the Lordship, and then someday they will come back. So we should not pursue them. Further, Prabhupada writes, this means that due to ignorance only they always think of Lord Krishna as like themselves and make their own conclusions, which are absurd and unauthentic from the version of Srimad Bhagavatam. When we compare to Srimad Bhagavatam, they're obviously unauthentic. If you have to do authenticity, we have to go to scripture. If you need an authority, authority is scripture. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, these three are the authorities. If you have any doubt in our mind, we have to go back to this. Nothing else. The mundane world's knowledge does not help. They can help us become, I would not say intelligent from the material point of view, but they are actually fools. Because the higher your IQ or intelligence, the more you are averse to Krishna. You don't like it, right? That's how it is. So that definitely is not a good thing, but the people call them, oh, he's very intelligent. But unfortunately, they are not. That's a little worse. So now he's talked about the divinity of the Lord, where he's completely unaffected by the gunas. That's why he's called, what is the name who's not affected by gunas? What name can be given to Krishna for that?
Goswami.
No, Goswami is Gunatit, yes, Gunatit. Gunatit. When I was in India, and in another sampradaya, there was a name for Gunatit. I was like, what is his name? Gunatit. At that time, Google never existed at that time, so couldn't do it. I didn't ask. But then when we came here, then we started seeing name of Krishna. So many different names are there. And Gunatit, oh, now we understand. He's above the modes of material nature. It doesn't affect them. It's called Gunatit. Okay, so we'll read this. Etat ishanam ishasya prakriti sthopi tat gunai na yujyate sadatma sthir yatha buddhis tad ashraya. Yes, Priyansh, can you read that?
Yeah. This is the divinity of the personality of God. He's not affected by the qualities of material nature, even though he's in contact with them. Similarly, the devotees who have taken shelter of the Lord do not become influenced by the material qualities. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So here, Purport Prabhupada writes, so we just saw Gunatit, right? So here we can see. So then, how can we know Krishna? See, this is divinity. He is not affected by this, right? Only devotee who has taken shelter of the Lord, they also do not become influenced by the material nature. We see so many our Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada himself, and all the Guru Parampara that we see. They were not affected by any of the modes of material nature. They had difficulties in their life. They have situations that we would actually fall apart, but they went through very grace and resiliency without any issues. Why? Because they were not affected by the modes of material nature. Someone who's affected by modes of material nature will get agitated, right? What are more? Passion, ignorance, and goodness, right? So when we are happy, we show a lot of love, affection. With the same person, if you are agitated, we'll show anger, isn't it? That means we are getting affected. It immediately shows. So only a devotee who has taken shelter and who's purifying himself by this process will slowly come to that level that he will not be affected by the mode of material nature. So this is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita also. See, in Bhagavad Gita, this is what I have found this, I put it here. Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samati jatan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Mataji can read.
Translation: one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman.
Brahman. Hare Krishna. So we have to continuously meditate on Krishna, thinking about him and doing our work. We have to continue to do our work because that is required, rather than meditating on Krishna all the time. Then this can happen. So in purport, Prabhupada writes, in the Vedas and Vedic literature, Shruti and Smriti, it is affirmed that in the divinity, there is nothing material. There is nothing material. Everything is spiritual. He is transcendental only. The supreme cognizant, Hari or the personality of Godhead, is a supreme transcendental person situated beyond the range of material affection. And all these are confirmed in all the Shastras. There is no question about it. Various places. One may argue that his relation with the goddess of fortune may be transcendental, but what about his relation with the Yadu dynasty, being born in that family, or his killing of non-believers like Jarasandha and other Asuras directly in contact with the modes of material nature? The answer is that the divinity of the personality of Godhead is never in contact with the qualities of material nature by any circumstances. Actually, he is in contact with such qualities because he is the ultimate source of everything, yet he is above the actions of such qualities. So therefore, he is above that. In fact, when someone is coming to the level where he is coming above the mode of material nature, he is not affected. For that, there is a beautiful sutra in Narad Bhakti Sutra. He says, Satarti Satarti Lokam Satarti. So what is meaning that? Such a person who is above the modes of material nature. Indeed, and Narad emphasizes this word. He says Satarti Satarti 2 times. Means he will deliver himself, but he can also deliver others. That's a power. Like somebody is drowning. Who can save? Can we go and save? But who can save? Somebody who knows swimming also, you need a bodyguard. Who knows how to save people. Lifeguard. Yes, lifeguard. Sorry, I used wrong word. Lifeguard. Thank you. He is very sharp. He's always finds. I like it. Yes, lifeguard. They go on the beach. If you see in the beach, there are people with strong body and they have something. They keep looking if somebody is drowning, and then immediately they go and rush. But even if we know swimming, it's difficult for us to go and save because we don't have that skill to save someone. We know how to swim. In fact, the best swimmers have died, have drowned saving somebody else. best swimmers because they know how to swim, but they know how to save. It is very different skill altogether, right? So the devotees are like, pure devotees are like this. Satatati, they will deliver themselves, but they will deliver others also. So this is a power, and therefore the association of as advanced devotee is very important. That one instruction can change our life. One instruction, actually, one instruction. But we keep looking after instruction which will be conducive for us. And he has not told me that yet. Probably then my bhakti will begin. But we have to follow whatever they tell. And we have so many instructions that we also get entangled into those hundreds of instructions. Maharaj told this and he told that, he told this. And then we get lost. Look at Shabri. His guru, Matangruji, gave only one instruction. And she just implemented that through her life. That's it. And her life was successful. She was told, Lord Ram will come here. Lord will come. You just do this seva. And she was every day doing this sincerely. And one day Lord Ram came and took her back. One instruction. But we look after, we read this and there's one instruction here. Then we read one lecture here and then another lecture. And then somebody tells us, then there is another. And there's so many. Now it's like an overflow of instruction. And then we don't know which one to follow. And sometimes we try to reconcile. Hey, he told, but it's written here. And then we say, no, maybe this is right, wrong. It's so confusion. Our mundane discussion starts in the mind. And then we get confused. But yeah. So anyone who has renounced Vedas and who is having uninterrupted attraction for the Lord, they can save others. Yeah, we can reach to that stage because there are people who have reached to that stage, isn't it? It's a process. We have already begun. We are on the journey. So no need of disappointment. We all are on the journey of that process. So where were we? Yeah. So in this, we are talking about how the people who create this world will not affect it. Like Lord has created this world, so obviously he will not get affected. So there's an example, like for example, everybody knows this picture. What is this? All the kids will know.
Harry Potter.
Okay, who's the author?
J.K. Rowling.
Okay, very good. You all know all these things. Okay. So in this book, there are so many rules that creates, right? There are so many rules. Some crazy rules are there. Have you read? How many of you have read it or seen? You might have seen. Yes. Yeah, I've also seen only one movie and then I said, what is this going on? I couldn't fathom it long ago. So somebody tell me one rule?
You can't use magic in front of normal people.
Sorry, that?
You can't use magic in front of normal people.
Yeah, you can't use magic in normal people. Yeah, something like that. So will J.K. Rowling be affected by that? No, because she wrote it. How can she be affected? A simple example. It's mundane because just to understand the concept, we are taking this. But she wrote it. She will never get affected by those rules and regulations. So if in this material world, if somebody like a normal mortal person cannot get affected by that, what to speak of Lord? Obviously, he will not be affected by this. That we need to understand. Further Prabhupada writes here, it's a very beautiful. See, Prabhupada writes here, the great six Goswamis of Vrindavan all came from greatly rich and aristocratic family. They came from extremely rich. If you consider them, they will be like millionaires at that time. We had millionaires in our, but they gave up everything. Today we ask anyone to renounce. No. People do a lot of charity. I'm giving my 95% into charity. They claim that. But where 95%? They still have this, and they're still richer. How is it possible? Right? They say I've given 95% in philanthropic activities, but they are the still richest.
Pledge.
Pledge is not giving actually. No? Correct? Okay. Please say I'll give. When? I don't know. Yeah, so it's like that. Yeah, so they don't get affected. So here, the six Goswamis are very aristocratic family and they are very rich. But still they gave up. Immediately, as soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told them, they gave up everything they had, which is very difficult to give up. You know. But when they adopted the life of mendicants at Vrindavan, superficially they appeared to be in the wretched condition of life, but factually they were the richest of all in the spiritual values. So they might look from the material perspective, oh, they have lost everything. But look at from the spiritual point of view, they're so rich. See, when Krishna takes with 10 hands. He'll take everything. But when he gives with same hands. So Srila Prabhupada tells in this line, when he says, when I was a grihastha, I was having my family and all this thing. At that time, I lost my business, pharmacy business gone, and then it became very difficult for him to survive. So many challenges came, family challenges came, everything. So he says, Krishna took everything from me with 10 hands. But when I started Krishna conscious movement, Krishna gave it 10 hands back. So many temples were open, 108 temples in 10 years. So it's like every month he's opening one temple. That's the speed he worked, right? So much he was able to. If you talk about people come to America to become a lot of, to become rich and famous and all that. The best example is Srila Prabhupada. He came with nothing and he created such a big, organization where everybody can take shelter. It's unbelievable, right? We all come to become successful here, isn't it? It's materially successful. That's what we all aspire and came here. Now things may have changed, but at least that's how we all thought and came. But the biggest successful person is Srila Prabhupada. Nobody else. Because even if you make millions of dollars here, how many people you are helping? Hardly anyone. Very few. Maybe only family members. But that's what this particular point is there. So let's look at this. This is a very beautiful verse comes in Shad Goswami Ashtakam. So let us recite it because this is very beautiful. It talks about who they were, how they become mendicant and all that. So let's read this. त्यक्त्वा तूर्णमशेषमण्डलपति श्रेणीं सदा तुच्छवत् त्यक्त्वा तूर्णमशेषमण्डलपति श्रेणीं सदा तुच्छवत् भूत्वा दीनगणेशकौ करुणया कौपीनकण्ठाश्रितौ गोपी भावरसामृताब्धिलहरी कल्लोलमग्नो मुहुः
गोपी भावरसामृताभिलहरी कल्लोलमग्नो मुहुः
वन्दे रूप सनातनो रघुयुगो श्रीजीवगोपालकौ
वन्दे रूप सनातनौ रघुयुगौ श्रीजीवगोपालकौ.
So here, what is being told? Srinivas Acharya ji wrote this. So here we can see Tyaktva means they gave up. And how? Turnam. Turnam means quickly. It's not a waiting, what should I do? Should I save something? Maybe I'll send something and then I'll take it. No, immediately, as soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, instantly they gave it up. Instantly. Many times we ask our Guru Maharaj and Guru Maharaj, please give some instruction. Okay, go and preach here. Maharaj, can I go here? We have something in mind. And then we always want to hear what is favorable to us. Anytime, we ask, it's very difficult. Very difficult. But there are devotees who, if we listen to our Guru Maharaj and follow his instruction, our life will become perfect. We definitely have to go through a lot of challenges in life because it's new, but life will become successful. Life will become successful. Because, like Srila Prabhupada, his Guru Maharaj to go and preach in Western world. Prabhupada had never seen Western world where it is. There's so much difficulty he came here. He had no money. Nobody knew him here. But still he came, so much hardship. And therefore, dear devotee, if you want to create love for this Krishna conscious movement, we should read Lilamrit. Full of stories of struggle, so many challenges. And we get tears by reading that. If we read with real bhav, we'll get tears. It's so beautiful. It's a nectar. Nectar. We will read that after Chaitanya Charitamrita, we will go there. Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So Tyaktva Turnam. So let's read this translation also. Very beautiful translation. So yes, anybody? Vikas, can you read?
Example of self-extracted poverty. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunatha Bhatt Goswami, Sri Raghu Natha Das Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopala Bhatt Goswami, who kick off all association of aristocracy as insignificant in order to deliver the poor condition souls. They accepted landlords, treating themselves as mendicants, but they are always merged in the ecstatic ocean of the gopis' love for Krishna and but always and repeatedly in the waves of that ocean.
Hare Krishna. See, they gave up all this. Why? Because they want to deliver other souls. How many scripture they have written? We cannot read in our life. That many they wrote. If you start reading, try to understand, our life will not be sufficient. But they wrote that many scriptures. Jiva Goswami wrote 500,000 verses. And we read 700 verses in Bhagavatam and we say, I'm tired, it's too much. We can't read 1-2 verses every day. So difficult, right? If we read 2 words every day, we'll become Pandit. It's a confirm. Confirm. If we read 2 verses every day, by reading the words means not just words, but words, translation, and purport. If we read this 2 every day, our life can become perfect. Consistently we have to do every day. But it's very difficult. Sometimes we are so much into material activities that we have no time. It's no time. So much difficult. It happens. Like today I had a call from 6:30 in the morning. And I was like, up before that is a preparation call, preparation plan call. And then I had finished my call at 5 o'clock here in the evening. So till 5:30, I was on like morning 6:30 to 5:30, like so much meetings. And I was in office, then coming back, and I had to skip my dinner. I had my lunch at 6 o'clock. So I'm telling, then I had no time to read anything in the office also, because there's so much meetings and all, you have no time. So sometimes if you don't finish your round in the morning, and if you don't do all this, you're finished. It becomes very difficult, I'm telling you. I personally experienced that. Because sometimes life is, I mean, it might be a test that is being taken for you, that okay, how much you are tolerant and can study this. But if you have a life where we have some time to do bhajan, please don't waste time. Because life will become so busy that when we want to do bhajan, we will not be able to do it. So when we have time, we must invest that time into studying scriptures, reading, listening. Very important. Don't waste time. Time will just go away. It will fly like this. We all are very healthy. Everything is fine. Family is good. We have enough money. Everything is good, dear devotees. Just a few days ago, in our family in India, our relative, one lady got heart attack. One young child left this world. Young child, 12 years. What can you do? So life is very uncertain. It is not, we cannot predict this. By going to astrologer and all that, we cannot increase longevity of our life. It is not possible. So therefore, if we have time, then we should immediately divert the focus into bhakti. Very important, because it will become someday that we will not have time, and that day we will hanker to do bhakti. Oh, I want to read this. It will become so difficult that we cannot even listen to a lecture. Then nowadays, because people don't have time to listen to whole lectures, they have created shorts. So at least in 60 seconds, you get one instruction. But by seeing that, we put so many shorts that whole day goes in that. So we should listen to lecture where we really meditate on what is being told. But someday we are very busy. I just want to emphasize on this point, which is very important. So give me example of where people, the devotees who self-accepted poverty, they accepted, no, I am poor is fine. Sudama, yes, very nice. Sudama, very good. Sudama is come. What else? One more is coming, so the space is blank. Huh? Shabri was there, yeah, but you can say Shabri also. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, one beautiful character comes. Huh? No, all this the Goswamis are here. All the Goswamis are here. One beautiful character comes who is accepted. No, I find this way.
Narottam Das Thakur.
Kolavacha Sridhar, yes, very nice, thank you. Kolavacha Sridhar, he's so poor but he was so much devoted to Krishna that he will sing bhajan in the midnight also in home. And people will feel, what is this? He is not allowing to sleep, and he is just, maybe he's hungry, and that's why he is like, singing all this. They will throw food in his home. Okay, you shut up, you take this and stop this bhajan. People used to do like that. So, but he was so much love. His dhoti was torn, and he will put tie, on that. They put some knots. He's had a roof, hash stuff, the hash roof, like with the grass, which has got holes, and they will also drip water in the monsoon. That kind of poverty he was living, but he was happy. He was always thinking of Krishna all the time, and therefore he was never unhappy. See, if you are with some great person, whatever difficulty we may have, we have no problems. Then we are happy because we have protection. We have everything is taken care by that. So even if you are hungry, no, he's there. What to worry? So when we have the Jagannath with us, Lord Jagannath, who is the Lord of this whole universe, what to worry? That is the mood of Kolar Sridhar. Very beautiful character. When we come into the further, we'll read this. Very amazing. Now ecstasy is coming in reading Chaitanya. There's so many beautiful pastimes are happening. I'm sure all those who are coming, they're relishing. So one beautiful story I'll tell. See, this story comes in Bhaktamal. So in Bhaktamal, and these saints are from Maharashtra in India. So, and this Saint Namdev, he was a very amazing saint in Namdev. I am sure Puja Mataji and Vishikesh Prabhu will reciprocate if they know they are from Maharashtra. So his affection was toward Lord Vitthal, and he will always sing Vitthal, 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 like that. Vitthal is no, but it's Krishna only. It's Vitthal. So he will always do bhajan and remembering bhajan all the time. He writes some very nice bhajans called abhangas, that abhanga. And he will write those poetries in glorification of Krishna all the time. So he saw there was another devotee, name was Chokha Mera, like that. And he's also very poor. Right? So because of having compassion heart, Namdev went to Lord Vitthal, and Lord Vitthal used to speak to Namdev. That's how he was. Lord will speak to him. Just imagine Lord Jagannath Sudha is speaking to us. I wish. Imagine how wonderful. He said, "Can you make me this today?" Oh, yes. Immediately we go and make kitchen. How nice it is. But yeah. But here Namdev used to speak to Lord Vitthal. So he went to Lord Vittal and says, Lord Vittal, this devotee, your devotee, Shokhamela, he's so poor. Please do something about it. He said, what can I do? He will not like anything that we give. No, but we have to do something about it. He said, okay, tell me what to do. Maybe we can give him some jewelry, gold. So, he can then sell it, make some money, and then he can live nicely. It's okay, I'll give my own jewelry. Lord Vittal says, I'll give my own jewelry. You take it. So he gave it to Namdev. No, Namdev, not Chokha, Namdev. And then he and his wife were walking. He said, let's put it on the street so, they can. So when they know they are coming, they put it there on the road. And then Shokhamala is walking ahead, the wife is following. The Shokhamala sees gold. As soon as he reaches there, he starts putting mud, by his feet, try to cover it. His wife comes and, why are you covering mud with a mud? Gold came from where? From the mud. Or it came all from there. So he said, why are you covering mud with mud? Don't worry, let's go. Keep walking. She also did not have any attachment to material thing. They walk past. And then Namdev comes back and discusses with him. What happened? He did not accept. I told you, he will not like all these things. He can, no, but we have to do something. Okay, what do we do? No, they every day, they go in the forest, they collect the dry wood, because in earlier time, people used to, they had the stove in kitchen, which will be fire, we used the dry wood. So they collect the dry wood from the forest and they will sell it. And they get some money, and through that they will buy some grocery, like rice and dal and all. So let's do this. When they come to the forest, we'll keep the bundle ready. And we'll make nice bundles. So they don't have to worry too much. They will just pick it up and sell and they will make. Lord Vittal said, no, it will not work. No, we have to do it. I said, okay, we'll try. So he goes, Namdev and Vittal, Lord Vittal goes, and then make some bundles in the forest where they will go and pick up. They go there. And when they go there, they see, oh, there are so many bundles. Must be this person who is doing it is even poorer than us, because he needs so much money that he has made so many bundles. So let's not come to this forest for 1 week. Otherwise, they will not get anything. So we'll fast for 1 week. And then okay, we'll come back. So they came back and no fasting. So now they also understood, because they are so much attached to Krishna. So they forget to eat, drink. Like Parikshit Maharaj, 7 days, 7 nights. He was not drinking, not eating, not sleeping, which is a basic need. If you see the Maslow's pyramid, the basic need, the foundation is 3 things: thirst, hunger, and sleep. These are basic needs for any living entity. If these things are not there, anything above that cannot happen in a normal condition. In a devotee's case, it's very different. So this is how they were. They did not want anything but love of Krishna. Love of Krishna. So that's how it is. It's very important, here devotees. So here further, where were we? Yeah. So let's go through this. See, further Prabhupada writes that, and this is important to know. See, the divinity and his associates are on the same transcendental plane, and their glories are always sanctified by the action of Yoga Maya, or the material potency of the Lord. The devotees of the Lord are always transcendental, and even if they are sometimes found to have fallen in their behavior. Now, can you tell me from example where somebody who's a great devotee, but because of playing some critical part in the Lord's Leela, they took the negative road? Huh? Jai Vijay, okay, what is that? Rava? Bharat Maharaj also fell down. But Bhishmadev, yes, Bhishmadev is completely on the side of Adharma. And people think, oh my God, he's on Adharma. What is he doing? But look, when he was leaving his body, who came? Lord Krishna came in front of him. That's a glorious departure. So we should not think that they are fallen, they are this like that's what is mentioned here. Because here it is mentioned, see, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says here, even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in the devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. He is determined, I want to do that. Therefore, dear devotees, even if we are doing bhakti and something wrong happens in our life, we fall down, mistakes will happen. We don't have to feel too guilty. Of course, we have to correct that. We have to admit that we made a mistake and also make commitment that I will not make it. We still have to wake up and start doing it. Not like, oh, I can't do it. Then we are weak-hearted. Bhakti marg is not for weak-hearted. It is for strong-hearted. Only if you have strong heart, then we can do bhakti. It is not possible. People think, oh, he has nothing to do, so that's why he become brahmachari. Oh, live a life like a brahmachari for 1 month and see how difficult their life is. It's not easy. Therefore, we tell all the people who youngsters who come in ISKCON, they say, I want to become brahmachari. And they all are told, no, you first finish your education, become the highly qualified, and then come. Then people will listen to them. Oh, he's from IIT. Oh, he's from Harvard. Oh, great. So people don't criticize saying that, oh, because he had nothing to do, he become like sadhu. But that is not the case. So therefore, even if they do some abominable action, they still should be considered as great devotee. Because it's like Shikram Bhavati Dharmatma. Shikram Bhavanti Dharmatma. Krishna says. Because he says, Krishna says in the next verse, he says, my devotee never perish. He is declaring, telling Krishna, Ponte Prati Jane, Name Bhaktya Pranashyati. My devotee will never perish. That means even if we are in the path of bhakti, wherever we are already on the path of bhakti now. That means we will never go back to God for sure. But how soon, how late, that is up to us now. We are on 400 going to airport. Now it's up to us. How soon and how late. We go to exit 10 and let's go to Whole Food and do something. Then we are late. Oh, there's a Roseville. There's a fall in Roseville. Let's go to exit 9 and go there. Like that, then we'll get late. Oh, Chattahoochee River. Let's go to this state park, exit 6, and we go and then we will late. Our flight will go away. We'll reach? Yes, we'll reach because we have done all this thing, then we went. So that's fine. We'll reach, but it's late. So it's up to us. We are already on the path of Bhakti devotee, going back to Godhead. We have got the passport also. We just visa stamping is pending. But that can happen by sincere chanting and serving the Lord and the devotees. That can happen. So Prabhupada writes in the last line, which is very profound. So the Lord protects him always because of his rendering service unto him. And the fallen condition are not considered accidental and are to be considered accidental and temporary. They will vanish in no time. How it will vanish? How it will vanish? I'll repeat once again.
They'll come back to this.
Yes, but how? Let me read once again. So, the Lord protects him, means devotee, always because of his rendering service unto him. And the fallen conditions are to be considered accidental and temporary. They will vanish in no time. I mean, the fallen condition will vanish in no time. So, how it will vanish? By mercy is Krishna, but what we have to do something also. Yes, by serving him. By serving, how can we serve Krishna? Chanting. Navana Bhakti, yes. Shravanam, Kirtanam. You have to do that. Vishnu's Paranam. This is important. These steps are given by Rupa Goswami in Nectar of Devotion. But these are essential. We should implement all these things. Prahlad Maharaj also says. So we have to do all these things. Simple. One anga of bhakti and it can take us back to one anga. if you do sincerely, one anga, then all the examples are there. One anga. We don't have, but we have 10 anga, 9 angas. The reason is we cannot do chant like Haridas. I'm sitting and chanting. No, finished. Prabhupada used to tell, no, go out and do service. You'll never allow devotees to do chanting. One devotee did that. He went to Mayapur and Prabhupada, I'm going to sit in Bhajan Kutir and I'm going to chant. Okay, don't do it. He said, no, Prabhupada, I'm here. Within a month, he vanished. Yeah, because it's not possible in this world. We should not imitate someone. We should not imitate Haridas Thakur because that's not possible. We may be able to do it on the day of his appearance of Haridas Thakur. That day devotee chant 190 round. But every day it's not possible. Okay, so last verse for today. The simple and dedicated queen. So we'll read this verse. Tamme nire bala mudha. Strainam chanu vratam raha. Apramana vido bhartur. Ishwaram matayo yatha. Do you want to read? Yes, Mother, can you read? Vijay Mataji?
The simple and delicate women truly thought that Lord Sri Krishna, their beloved husband, followed them and was dominated by them. They were unaware of the extent of the glories of their husband, as the atheists are unaware of the of the supreme controller.
Hare Krishna. So, all the queens thought that Krishna is under their control. Why? Why they thought like that?
He always came back to them.
Yeah, he always came back. Correct. He came back to them. But why they did not consider Krishna as Bhagavan? They never thought Krishna is Bhagavan. In Vrindavan also, hey, come on, what is Bhagavan? No, they will not consider. Vrindavan, the same thing happens. Devotees, gopis will chastise him. They will not consider this. His sakhas will even fight with him. They will sit on the chest of Krishna and say, come on, Krishna, come on, do this. And Krishna is doing it. He says, but he loves it. Because that's what the bhava. If immediately if the queen knows, oh, he's a Krishna supreme, then the love will go away. They'll start respecting and all that. Of course, that is there, but still, that love will completely go away. That's what when Krishna is ate the mud, when he showed the whole universe in his mouth to Mother Yashoda, immediately Yoga Maya came and then removed all the memory from her. Otherwise, she would think this looks like Bhagavan, and then she will not have that love that she had for Krishna. Otherwise, how she will bind him? If she knew if this is Bhagavan, then can she bind? Mother, if you know the Ritik is Bhagavan, then what we do? We can do nothing about him, right? We'll do that work every day. That is Bhagavan. But then when the love is gone, that love bonding is gone. That bonding is required. So for that, this is happening. So here, Prabhupada writes in the purport. Even the transcendental wives of Lord Shri Krishna did not know completely the unfathomable glories of the Lord. This ignorance is not mundane because there is some action of the internal potency of the Lord in the exchange of the feeling between him and his eternal associates. The Lord exchanges transcendental relations in 5 ways: as proprietor, master, friend, son, and lover. And in each of these pastimes, he plays fully by the potency of Yog Maya, the internal potency. So he does all these things just to increase the rasa of the devotees. And when he does this pastime, we all can hear and we can relish. We can all relish because there is a beautiful interaction that has happened. Otherwise, we will not love. Right? Further, Prabhupada writes, when the Lord descends, he does so along with his entourage, to display a complete picture of the transcendental world, where pure love and devotion for the Lord prevail without any mundane tinge of lording it over the creation of the Lord. So one important point is that when the Lord descends, he does so along with his entourage to display the complete picture of the transcendental world. See, by sitting here, we will not know what is in the transcendental world, how people are, what are they doing, what kind of activities they do, not know. But when Krishna comes here, when he does all those activity, because they all are his parshad, then what happens? We can feel, oh, this is how the Vrindavan will be. This is how Krishna will interact with me when I go there. So nice. So in a Bhakti Vinod Thakur writes one beautiful bhajan. So let's recite this bhajan. Everybody, this is from a book called Sharanagati. This has got very profound bhajans. If we sing these bhajans, we will definitely become, our heart will become full of compassion. It gives a true picture of who we are and what we want in life. This gives. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Daya Kori. Swapashad Sviya Dhama Saha Avatari. Yes. We can read, translate.
Out of compassion for the fallen souls, Sri Krishna Chaitanya came to this world with his personal associates and divine abode.
Hare Krishna. So Krishna came with his associates and abode also came. So what we see in Vrindavan is actually Vrindavan. But when we go, we don't see it because we are not qualified to see that Vrindavan yet. Therefore, we see Vrindavan is there, oh, gutter is overflowing, oh, the roads are unclean. This is what our mind is, and we see all those things only. But it is actually Vrindavan. See, if the queens knew that he's Bhagwan, then they will not fight with him, right? Satyabhama says, give me this Parijat tree, please bring it. And Krishna says, okay, let's go and bring it. Then fight with Indra and bring it here. And Rukmini will become fearful because, hey, Narad Muni will take away my husband as servant. And she's worried. Like that, all this pastime would not have happened if they knew that Krishna is Bhagavan. Because they did not know Krishna is Bhagavan, that's why they continued to play these wonderful, wonderful pastimes. And that's why we are able to relish it. Further, Prabhupada writes here, see here, the wives of the Lord Krishna were made to forget the immeasurable glories of the Lord by the eternal potency so that there might not be any flaw of exchange. And they took it for granted that the Lord was henpecked husband, always following them in lonely places. So they thought it's like a normal, and they were enjoying. So we can see that even when the Parshad comes, they are also covered by the Yoga Maya, so that they can pastimes. Vrindavan also same thing happened, and Dwarka also same thing is happening here, right? So this is such a wonderful, wonderful chapter that we just concluded, right? So thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purpose of the first canto, 11th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Lord Krishna's entrance into Dwarka. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur. So anybody has any question, comment, correction? I could make a mistake so that corrections can come. Hare Krishna.
I just like a realization, like I kind of try to offer food, but then drinking water, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't register in my mind that I should offer that to Krishna. They say that even for water we got to offer and then drink.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, it's like, it doesn't come to me at all.
Yeah, it is like that. So it will not be like you bring here and then drink it. Sometimes you can bring a pot and put it and things like that. But normally what devotees do when they want to drink, they take the glass, before they drink, they pray and then drink it. And while drinking, we can remember this is the taste. The taste in the water is Krishna, because Krishna says, I am the taste of water. Yes, bro. He says, right? Yeah. Because if you see, if Prabhupada made this statement in Scotland, Prabhupada in Scotland. Scotland is famous, everybody knows why it's famous. I won't go there. So Prabhupada says, even in his quote, you can search it, it's there. He says that if people in Scotland think the taste of that is Krishna, they will get devotion. So whatever we eat, drink, and all, we feel that this Krishna is there in everything. Automatically things will become perfect. So when we have to drink water, we normally just open and like that. But I have seen the great devotees how they drink, so I'm just telling. They're sitting in a car or they want to drink, they will just meditate for 10 seconds and then drink. Not like just opening a bottle. No. They will take it and then you see there is a pause for some time. You see any senior devotee, they will do like this. There is a pause for a second. You can feel it actually. If you observe, you will feel it. Normally, we can compare our behavior with. I also forget at times, but you have to forcefully do it sometimes. That no, you have to do it like that.
Realization after the.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I finished. We made Mahaprasad. It is not Mahaprasad, but it happened because we are in a hurry. We are in a hurry. So yes, how much you have?
Prabhu, I always think about this sometimes when people mention the queens or even Yashodamai, they say, oh, before they must have done millions of births to attain Krishna. But then in Chaitanya Leela, we see pastimes where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is chastising people who are very strict or, they do so much tapasya and they I think there's that pastime when he's dancing in, whose house?
Shiva's.
And Srivas Thakur hides, one sadhu in the house to let him see, the Leela and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He chastises Srivas Thakur. He says, oh, you think, just because he drinks milk or because he does all these, strict regulations, he should be able to, witness this, and he says it is only through devotional service, pure love, bhakti that you can, attain something, transcendental like this.